We're going to have Alex from the Center for the Study of Social Policy come up and speak for a few, doing some great work there as well. Again, full disclosure, I'm on the CSSP board, proud to be a part of it. And so, Alex, glad to have you here today. Take it away.
Thank you for having me. So, good afternoon, folks. Nice to see many of you again. It's been nice to be on all day and having opportunities to hear and listen to all of the wonderful work and commitments and stories folks are sharing. As Elliot mentioned, I am at the Center for the Study of Social Policy, where I'm the Director of Family Autonomy and Child Welfare Policy. I'm so happy to be with you all for this important and necessary Zoomathon in support of LGBTQIA2S plus youth, their families, and their communities. It's hard to imagine something more important to protect and promote than the safety, health, and well-being of children and youth. To be in this space today with you all brings me hope, faith, and strength because I know you all are unstoppable. And together we're working to ensure that LGBTQI2S plus youth are visible. As a recap for folks, the for the Study of Social Policy, CSSP, works to advance anti-racist, human-centered policy and practices to support those who face the greatest barriers to well-being and self-determination in a society that's all too often racially, socially, and economically unjust. Everything we do, every action we take works to advance the promise of economic justice, health justice, and family autonomy with an unwavering commitment to racial justice. At CSSP, our commitment to families and communities drives the work we do every day. We are constantly engaging with and hearing from and learning from young people, families, and communities about what it is that they need to thrive and to be happy, healthy, and respected and affirmed in their communities. Our vision is bold and calls for the transformation of complex systems that have caused generations of harm through oppressive policies and practices. This complexity calls for partnerships across the board, and we are so grateful to you all on this Zoomathon for partnering with us and for allowing us into this space with you all to continue this work. All youth deserve access to affirming, supportive, and inclusive healthcare, to caring adults who fully support and honor their development, and schools that promote their growth and learning, and communities and friends that respect and support them. CSSP is the proud home, but not owner, of the Get Real initiative, and I'm excited for folks to learn more about that from a true leader, our teacher, Bill Betancourt, who's speaking in about an hour, so stay tuned for his comments. Through our Real work, we work to advance policy and practice solutions that promote the health and well-being of LGBTQIA2S plus youth in their communities, affirm their identities, and reimagine systems to affirm and support these young people. At CSSP, we'll continue to fight for what young people deserve alongside young people, their families, and communities until this right becomes a reality. I just want to talk a little bit about what it means to care for each other in this moment and as we wrap up Pride Month. To truly be supportive and care for one another, we must respect and affirm one another's whole identity. Caring for just a part of a person isn't good enough, as you all know. It diminishes who we all are, and it causes pain, the opposite of what it means to care. When we think about caring for one another and what this means for systems and policies, we must understand that supports and resources in communities cannot simply be provided, but these supports must reflect youth's actual needs as they define them, supporting their strengths and respecting their whole identities. In practice, this means recognizing that for LGBTQIA2S plus youth, who often have to navigate stressors of historical and ongoing homophobia and exclusion, we have to think differently. We have to ensure that services are grounded in race and culture, sexual orientation, and gender identity, because these are more than just elements of healthy development, but they can also promote true care and serve as protective factors against ongoing harms. When systems and programs ignore cultural context, they exacerbate harm. And at CSSP, we're working with systems and with communities to remove these barriers and really think about how we undo the existing structures that perpetuate harm. How can we support LGBTQIA2S plus young people in their communities and ensure that they have the supports that they need as they determine them? We know that community providers are offering resources and supports that promote care, but we need public funders and other policymakers to recognize the importance of the care they provide and meaningfully invest. We need philanthropy at the table to ensure that we're supporting folks in getting what they need in places that they feel safe and supported. I want to end just with a story of hope. And I swear that this isn't canned and it wasn't planned. Yesterday, I was talking to my best friend who lives in Oregon. She's a mother of three, a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and an 11-month-old. And she paused our conversation to tell me that, like, seemingly out of nowhere, her 6-year-old pondered, I wonder what pronouns Jackson will go by. Jackson is the 11-month-old. And hearing this story and hearing the 6-year-old just wonder that it was an absolutely part of her normal conversation. It wasn't faux pas. It wasn't something that was scary. It was really warmed my soul in a way and gave me hope about the next generations that are coming to follow and how we really can continue to support all people in our communities and ensure that all people are affirmed, respected, and valued. And as Leonard said earlier this morning, CSSP will be there every step of the way, fighting until this vision is actualized and realized for all people. And that's all I've got today, Elliot.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alex, and thanks for that story at the end as well. Much appreciation for you taking the time and the partnership on all the different work that we do. I'm just glad you're here. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.